Hello. Hello. You've got the, You've got the bracket there in front of you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. We're about to get underway. We got an 8v6 to start. Baltimore's ready. There's your bracket. We're starting with Broncos. Broncos, Ravens. We've got Bears. Bears, Commanders after that. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. And they're going to start with a handoff. We are underway here in the Final Four, exclusively on YouTube. And they start with a handoff. Ravens have the ball, 2nd and 18. It was 1st and 20. They did a little bit of AA dumb stuff to kick it off. And wide open here on left is your G. And my mic is on. I am commentating on the bench. I can be heard. I have to mute myself. Where's my mute? All right, Ravens are rolling out here. How do I mute? Why can't I mute? Ravens got the ball. Seriously, why can't I mute? Where am I? That's me. Mute me. Oh, it's right there. Got it. We're rocking and rolling. What's up, Danny Dimes? Welcome in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. They've got 2 on the bench as well. And a nice sack here for the Broncos. I think that's Allison with the moves forward. 2, 4, 6, 7. Looks like the Broncos are going to have 7 after this drive or play or something. And I know that the Broncos are waiting on one more. So if they can hold out, they will be able to make it an 8v8 shortly. 2, 4, 6. Still 6. Nowhere man needs to be unbenched. And Sharp has that command. And that is reeled in. Reeled in by Arrow. Arrow with a really nice catch and in. The Ravens missed the extra point. Did Juicy John lose? No. Nope, they will play right after this. This is the Final Four. Broncos versus Ravens, and then we'll move on to Commanders versus the Bears. Two, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's now a 7v8. The Broncos got one more player. And here comes a triple rush from the Ravens as Sharp looks for that short ball and not able to recover it. A timeout called early. They've got the Ravens have 2 timeouts left. He had to unbench some folks. And there goes the timeout. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7. So good. Benching went fine. It's an 8v7 once again. And wide open down the middle if we could just hit that. And that is way too high. Way too high. I think he had more time to make that one work, and he just didn't quite do it. 2, 4, 6, 8. So rush coming in. Blocks are getting missed. And a short pass here. This is going to be missed by Yash. Really tough call. Really tough call here. Nice interception by your G. as Yash just misses, swing and a miss. I don't think he was ready. I think he was trying to cut back, and he was not ready for that ball to go there. I don't think he was expecting the throw, and instantly an attempted swat goes nowhere as Pluso gets the catch and gets hit sticked, which indicates that they were trying to swat, spamming R and immediately hit sticking as a result. They're probably going to go for 2 here. No, I guess they're just going to kick the extra point. And the Ravens are cooking early. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. 2 minutes gone, and they're already up 13-0 on an unfortunate interception from the Broncos. There you go. Sparkly, you got your mod. So double rush coming in once again. No blocks, really, and he's not able to get rid of this ball. That's a safety. This is a terrible play by the QB. The QB needed to get rid of this ball. Needed to get rid of the ball, and he just hangs on to it and gets sacked for a safety. The blocks aren't there. The blocks are not there, and honestly, Mint is better. Mint is better at wide receiver. I don't know why they've stuck him at O-line. So an 8v7, the Ravens are up by a man, and they're already up 15-0 as a result. And they're getting the gains once again, 28 yards picked up. They're cruising down the field. And they're 6-4. That's game? I don't think so. I think it's too early to call that. The Broncos have some talent, and the Ravens are just in their face. And there you have it. An interception there. It's a 3v1, and he just scoops straight through. Nowhere man. Absolutely dogging on him. More of a 2v1. Should have been a 3. This guy kind of slowed down on it. So great play. Great play. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7. As the Broncos have the ball again, the blocks are a little bit better this time. Sharp at QB, looking to maybe air it out on that 1v1 on right. He's also got Yash short, and it's too late now. All of the left is open decently. No, it's too slow. It's not going to be there. Yeah, so everything is falling apart here. Their coverage is a little bit difficult to get around, and now right side is wide open. There's Allison, and just absolutely rookie. Absolute rookie status. Allison has struggled all tournament long to make an impact, and of all the people to leave wide open, Allison would be it. That would be the one. So Yash unable to come up with the short pass there, and it's going to be 3rd and 15 from the 20, just like that. They are struggling to get some momentum going here. The Broncos struggling hard, and nice throw here. Way to find him right down the middle. That's Nowhere Man, who just got the interception. He's moving forward here. Gets the first down to the 37. Allison's trying her best. Leave her alone. Yeah, I don't think her best is good enough. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. And guess what, folks? Right on cue. We've got some lag coming in. Storm Cloud with the catch here. Going to move forward. Oh, and a hit stick attempted back there. And he's going to get a ton of extra yards with tackles left and right. He's going to pick up 52 on a play that definitely should have ended around 25 or 30. Baltimore trying to do way too much, and they give up a ton of yards as a result. So Sharp rolling out here. He's got options. He's going to pump fake. The pressure's on, and he's going to get tackled. 8 yards lost. Nice sack there. It was a triple rush, and Sharp couldn't quite find that opening, and he goes for the out route on right, and it was not there. I mean, this never should have been thrown. It was very risky. 3rd and goal from the 19. If they don't get any kind of yardage here, if they can't get up to the 17 or to the 7, they're going. Oh my God, what a play. 18 yards picked up on the JP. 4th and goal from the 1 coming up. They will go for this. There's no shot they don't. 4th and goal from the 1. Just like that, the Broncos are knocking on the door. Are the blocks going to be set up? Is he going to try to run it? Is he going to try to roll out? The pressure's there. It's on. Can he get away from it? The pressure's coming again. Yash is there. He's not there. Into the corner, maybe. Now he's getting backed up too much now. He can't make too much work here. 2, 4. And it's swatted down for a turnover on downs. As we go into the second quarter, just like that. Over under 22.5 lag spikes. That is a good one. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. The Baltimore Ravens just lost a player. They disconnected. Not sure what happened. And a nice 22-yard pickup. Ravens are looking at a 7v7 right now. They got 2 on the bench. And that's smart. Smart by Chase. He went back to the LOS. It's a good call. Mutt's going to dive forward here. Nice run. 16 yards picked up. The amount of quick maths required in football is wild. It is a very quick math game. It is a cool math game. Toss into the corner here. XP is going to come up with the ball. Storm Cloud is way late to that one. Way late to that one. Should have been swatted. Should have been a pick. Not sure. But definitely loses the 1v1. And decent throw. A little bit off target. 2nd and 15 from the 18. As we go 15-0 for Baltimore and wide open here in the corner. Reelable. But he kind of slowed down. I'm not going to lie. He went for the mag instead of just trying to get forward and reel it in. So here we are. Ravens knocking on the door again. 3rd and 15 from the 18. They've got to convert here.
You want a hug or something? Get out of here.
Or they will not be able to go for it. They'll have to kick the field goal, and that's going to be how it goes. The boys with the sub to the YouTube, welcome in. How did this just start 12 minutes ago? Because I started it 12 minutes ago. What do you mean? Kick is good. The Ravens go up 18-0 here in the first half of the game. The next game will be the Chicago Bears versus the Washington Commanders. Juicy John's team is the Washington Commanders against the Chicago Bears, who have had a great tournament so far. Great tournament. Great win over the Detroit Lions, and then another great win over the Seahawks to get themselves to the Final Four. And wide open here is Yash. He's finally going to get a catch here. 27 yards picked up. Cruising down the field. 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. After the finals end, we can join rosters. Yes. The rosters will open up tonight after the tournament is over. We've got this game. Oh, and wide open in the left corner. Should have hit that. Definitely should have hit that the second it opened up. I don't think he saw it. And Mutt's going to get the sack instead. 14 yards lost on the play. Should have been a touchdown. Instead, it's a 14-yard sack. The Broncos are struggling. But not anymore, because Mint finally got off of the O-line and started playing wide receiver. They let him cook, and he cooked. 62 yards. The Broncos are on the scoreboard. Mint gets the catch. He is a nice distance. He's got that gap. You know, risky pass. Definitely should have been intercepted, but Mint comes up with it, and he's gone. So an 18-7 here. Ravens in the lead. They've had the game in their hands up until this point, but the Broncos might start to develop some momentum the other way. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 7. As the Ravens are back to an 8v7. They've got a man advantage once again. And they're moving down the field. 10 yards picked up. We will be streaming this game. Then the NFC semifinal, which is Washington versus Chicago. And then right after that, we'll go straight to the finals. Winner of this game goes to the finals. Winner of the next game goes to the finals. 63 yards picked up for the Ravens. Great catch down the field. And a handoff here. Hit stick dropped. 4 yards lost on the play. 2nd and goal from the 7. JJ won't let me join your Discord server. Well, keep trying. Use those problem-solving skills. You can do it. An attempted pass for a reel doesn't quite connect. 3rd and goal from the 7. 2-4-6-8. 2-4-6-7. Broncos still don't have that 8th man. They're waiting on one more. Pressure's on. Mutt's getting backed up a little bit here. No blocks. Plenty of receivers in there, but the DBs are covering it pretty well. And if Allison could just cut off this route here. No, Allison's too slow to that one, but nice interception from Sharp. Great read. Allison definitely should have had the sack there, but Sharp will take the interception instead as we got 2 minutes left to go in the half. Baltimore did get the kick to start the half, so the Broncos will get the second half kickoff. So if they can score here before the half, they can really get some momentum going in their direction and turn it around and get that ball back and try to score again to start that second half. Reelable and Mint once again showing why he deserves to be on wide receiver and not be stuck on O-line. Mint is cooking down the field right now. Sharp with a nice toss to him, and he's going to run forward now. He's only going to get 3 yards. He tried to back up and dodge that tackle, but he snatched those ankles. That Ravens player snatched those ankles out from under Sharp. 1.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. 2-4-6-7, 2-4-6-8. As they're going to go for another JP play here. A nice catch here. That's Bimmy with another catch, another JP. That one worked for them well earlier in the half. 1 minute left to go. We're approaching the 1 minute warning. We'll probably get one more play before then. Unless Sharp wants to wind down the clock. He does. He's going to wind down that clock to the 1 minute warning. The Broncos knocking on the door again. 1st and goal from the 5. The script is Ravens versus Commanders. If you say so. I guess we'll have to see. Mintz with the catch. Nice line screen. And Mint dives forward into the end zone. Great play called for the Broncos. 13-18. And they're going to go for 2, try to make this a 3-point game. 58 seconds left to go in the half. The Ravens have 58 seconds to get down the field and score once again before the Broncos get the ball back. And that's going to be intercepted, but that is only the 2-point conversion, so they will keep it at a 5-point game. Put Sharp at wide receiver. So far, he's cooking pretty well at QB, I'm not going to lie. Able to do the job, and he's got those weapons down the field. I don't think they need any more wide receivers. I think they need a good QB, and so far Sharp is doing that. Are you live on TikTok too? No, this is a YouTube exclusive tonight. I've had too many issues with lag this tournament. 2v2 down the field, and XP's going to catch that. Maggable for sure, and Vert's going to get that tackle, but not before they pick up quite a few yards on that play. 1st and 15 from the 38 now with 45 seconds left. The Ravens are looking. They've got 3 lined up on the left side, 2 lined up on the far right, and 2 in the middle with 1 blocker. Allison's going to bring that pressure. He's going to get stuffed at the line. 2 seconds left to go, and there's the ball. We're going now. We're moving. O-line rollout. This is a toss, and that's going to be overthrown. 24 seconds left. Once again, another toss here, and that's overthrown off the bar. 3rd and 15 from the 38. 17 seconds left. They might be forced to go for this if they don't convert here. That's the interesting thing. There's 11 seconds now. And they're going to toss this into the corner. This is catchable for sure, and it's out of bounds. They came up a little bit too far on it. 7 seconds left. They do have the option to kick. They've been given the option to kick, and they will kick it. 38 from the 38. It's 2 yards away from the farthest you could possibly kick it in the game. And they're not even going to move forward to kick it. This is no good. And now there's 6 seconds left on the clock. This is very interesting. Now the Broncos can go down the field and just toss. You could just toss that in there and hope for the best. Sharp should just back up here and trust those receivers. 2v1, this is too low. And he's going to get, yeah, that's too low, too early. You need to get that into the end zone. That's got to be in the end zone. That's shown way too early. They could have scored a touchdown to take the lead at half and then get the ball back. But they try to do too much. You just got to back up and bomb it. Honestly, back up and bomb it. Trust your receivers. Nothing to lose there. You've been given a free shot. You take that shot, and then you get the ball back regardless to start the second half. So here we go on the return now. Allison doesn't quite get to that touchback marker. And finally, the Broncos have their 8th man. 2, 4, 6, 7. They're going to play one more play at 7v8. Sharp's going to run forward, and he dodged the tackle, but then Yash ended up blocking him into him, causing him to glitch out a little bit. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Flag ball, 15 TMM. They unbenched a player. Baltimore unbenched a player, and a 9th player ran onto the field. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. Is that a 9 again? 2, 4. God damn it, I can't count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. They have it again. They have 9 players on the field. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You need to bench somebody. 2, 4, 6, 8. Finally. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's back to an 8v8. Baltimore took 30 yards to figure it out. Asia Man's going to get the catch here, and he's going to run for 27 yards picked up. Baltimore with some poor bench management cost them 30 yards on this play. 1st and goal now from the 14. And Mint should have jumped there. Couldn't quite get that. Couldn't quite get there. So 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. And another attempt to JP there. This is going to be 14 yards out. 3rd and goal from the 14. They need to get some space here. Need to get some yards, at least 7. But ideally, they're going to score. Sharp's going to run this, dive forward. And no, he's going to just hang on to it for too long. He's kind of playing around with the ball, and now they're forced to kick it. It's 4th and goal from the 9. You have to kick this now. So they do need to convert and get those blocks, and they do finally. So 16-18 is your score. Broncos could have done better there. So could the Ravens. The Ravens definitely did not need to give up 30 yards on the flags for too many men. But they're going to get the ball back here. 3.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. When are the finals after the 2 Final Four games? This is the first game. We have a second game coming up after this. The 3rd game will be the finals. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. So a little bit of PR here for the Broncos. They're playing it a little bit more smart, and that's really offline. I mean, that's the wide receiver that needed to be catching that one and just swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Allison bringing on that heat, bringing that pressure to Mutt. Can Allison finally get a sack here? The space is there, and Allison is not reading it. Definitely struggling to make an impact here in this Final Four game. And now everybody's trying to hit stick, and the blocks are there, and this is going to be a touchdown because of the way that the Broncos are trying to do too much. Just like we saw a few drives ago with the Ravens trying to hit stick. All these Broncos players swing and a miss. XP didn't really do that much either. He just kind of jumped and then, lingered to the right a little bit. And all the Broncos players just trying to hit stick. So, big struggle there. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Still an 8v8. Baltimore finally scores since their early game momentum. It's been all Broncos up until this point. So it was all Ravens, then it was all Broncos, and now it looks like it's back in the Ravens' favor. We'll see how the Broncos answer on this drive. When you check the application, we don't have applications. They may still be on there, but we don't have any need for those, so we're not checking those. Good burn down middle if he can launch this one. He is going to launch this one. That's a great burn down middle, and that's a dime. No, but he's popped. Oh, he's popped for game. 1% fumble chance comes in handy. That's why we have 1%. Insane. What a dime. What a play. What a burn. Is he going to try it again with this middle? Right side is kind of open too. I'm getting laggy. Up in here. Sharp is going to run forward. He's going to get some gains. He's got some blocks. And he's going to take the tackle. Interesting. 1% fumble. Could have fumbled that one. But he is going to get enough yards to pick it up for the first down. And they're going to move those sticks. Rolling out here now. Sharp looking back. Asian man on right. Will Asian man sell? As Sharp so often tells him. I think that was low. I think that was low from Sharp. Intercepted from the Ravens. That was low. That was an underthrow. Asian had a good burn. Asian definitely needed to attack that a little bit better than he did, but I think that is a underthrow. Sharp attempted to call a timeout here. 2, 4, 6, 8. We do have an 8v8. 2, 4, 6. I don't know, 7. Not sure why he's trying to call a timeout. Not sure why he's not voted captain if he's trying to call timeout. 2, 4, 6, 8. They just voted him. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8v8 still. We're all good. We're good to play. 1st and 15. And a short pass here. Pluzo going to pick up some yards. And the Broncos are going to get that tackle. 10 yards. Picked up. Still have not called a timeout. Guess they didn't need it. Because the 8v8 is going strong. And a nice swat here. Great swat, great defense. That's what we like to see. 3rd and 5 now from the 41. And Allison can bring some heat here. Can Allison actually get the sack? Cut him off. Don't let him through. Slow reaction time. And no, he's playing hopscotch with the ball. Baltimore does not get the catch here, but they are going to go for this on 4th and 5. 4th and 5 coming up. Yash is going to rush. We got double rush coming in. That's going to leave a Baltimore player wide open. And will that be their downfall? It will, because he's wide open on right. They do find their man. So Yash goes to double rush with Allison because Allison is not producing at DE. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Gonna double rush again. Allison gonna back up here and wide open again. Allison didn't recognize that in time, so not enough communication going in on the Denver side as Yash looks like he's attempting to rush, but they're not communicating it with Allison. Allison's still trying to rush here, and there's the double rush once again. The Ravens players are going to be wide open, and there he is. Almost intercepted, though. It was a terrible throw from the QB, and still no coordination for the Broncos. Double rush coming in. The blocks are not there. They do not need to be double rushing. They need one rusher. And 2nd and 15 goes incomplete as well. 3rd and 15 from the 17. If they don't do anything here, they will end up being forced to kick it. Double rush once again. Wide receivers wide open once again. This time lurked, though, and not enough. Not able to get in front of it. 17 yards picked up. No touchdown here. No touchdown. So as we go to the 4th quarter, they're double rushing, which is going to leave a wide receiver wide open. And they're blaming the short left, even though I'm pretty sure the short left just doesn't exist. And a handoff here. Handoff attempted there. It's going to be 3rd and goal just like that from the 3. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to clip that. Might have had too many men on one of those plays. Nice swat. Nice swat from Asian Man. A 1v3. Asian Man comes up with a clutch swat. Swats it right over the top. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. They're going to play this one out. And that's incomplete. Wow. Wow, solid defense from Denver here. 4.5 minutes left to go in the game. Denver needs 2 scores to get back into this one. So we'll see what they can do here. They're going to get good blocks, great blocks here. Within the 3, they're going to run it anyway, so there's no worries for double blocking. Fumble goes straight out of bounds. That's 10 yards picked up on the play. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. Mint wide open here on right. Cut to the left. There's 2 players open on middle. And who was that? I think that was Bimmy needed to cut to the left. If Bimmy could have beeline for that left corner, that was dimeable. 3rd and 5 here. The blocks are not going to get picked up, but Sharp doesn't worry about it. He's going to dive forward for 8. Get that first down. 2, 4, 6, 8 still. 2, 4, 6, 8. A lot of unbenching and benching going on for the Ravens, but at the end of the day, they're hiking it with 8 players on the field. And that's all they need to worry about. Airing this one out. It's going to be a 1v1 in the corner. And a nice catch. What a moss from Asian man. That's all trust in that receiver. As he's going to get in the end zone and get that 22-25. And they're going to call for a 4th and 25 here. So they're going to go for the extra point. Try to make it a 2-point game. But we will get a 4th and 25. After this kick. And I forgot. Do I flag? No, I turn over first. And E. Down 4. 4th and 25. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's an 8v8, and the Broncos are rolling out deep. Yash is there. He could get that first down if he throws it short, and he is going to throw it short. 3rd and 1, or 3 to 1, I mean. Mint is going to pick up those gains, and he's through. 35 yards picked up on the 4th and 25. And they're in. They are moving along. Broncos back with it. 23-25. Here's the score. Broncos are going to look for an opening here. Left side is wide open if he can come back into it. Bimmy is there. He's not going to choose to pass there. And that's going to be almost intercepted. Mint is going to pick up the ball there. 31 yards. I thought that was an int by the Baltimore Ravens for sure. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. They've got 7 on the field. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's an 8v7. Baltimore once again trying to unbench mid-play, mid-drive. And it's led to an 8v7 here, so Sharp can take advantage of this if he doesn't get sacked and 4 yards lost on the play. So there goes that advantage. It's going to be a 2, 4, 6, 8v8 once again. Could have taken advantage of the numbers. 2.5 minutes left to go in the game. Rolling out here in middle. Sharp's going to go forward. 8 yards picked up. It's going to be 3rd and 4. 3rd and goal from the 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. We're good on numbers. We're good on numbers. And a line screen once again. Mint is in for the score. In for the score. Arrow wasn't able to get there. Arrow was not able to get there. Great play. Once again, Mint with another line screen touchdown. And they're going to go for 2 here. Try to make it, what is that, a 6-point game? And they're going to launch it short, and it's too short. He's not able to catch that ball. A little bit too close on the play. 2, 4, 6, 8. Wide receiver definitely could have pre-clicked to make up for it a little bit. But it's tough to do. It's tough to do when you're in a tournament game. You know, a spot on the finals is on the line. We've got 2 minutes until one of these teams goes to the finals. So they are all trying to lock in. They're nervous. And perfection is not necessarily going to exist in moments like this. And a nice pass here on the comeback. Pluzo's going to pick up some yards. Bimmy's going to get the tackle. 37 yards picked up. Minute 40 on the clock. Clutch time indeed. As the British say, it is squeaky bum time, folks. Double rush coming in once again from the Broncos. Can Allison finally get a sack here where it counts the most? No, but Sharp is going to get the interception. This is a very low pass. And the Denver Broncos are going to be able to burn out the clock now. 1:23. All they got to do is probably convert one time, and they need to get. They got to get past their 3 timeouts and 1 minute warning. There's a 1 minute warning to be used here. 2, 4. Wait, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, yeah, we're still at 8. And nice first down here. Man, it's going to pick up some yards. 30 yards picked up. They're going to let this burn all the way down to the 1 minute warning. And that will be the first stoppage here. They're going to continue to go for those short balls as the 1 minute warning hits. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8v8 wide open on left. No, wait, he just came in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's too many men. Flag. Ball 15 came off bench. Dude came off the bench, middle of the play. So that is too many men on the field. Ninth player came off the bench. Bimmy was open. That was the key. Sharp was about to throw that, but Bimmy was, so he was wide open, but then he didn't throw it because all of a sudden he was closed off by that ninth player that came off the bench. So that is going to be, it's a too many men call is what that was. So an 8v8 here. They tried to knee. It's 3rd and 22 now. 40 seconds left to go. The blocks are there, and he's just got to get forward. There's 2 timeouts left, so definitely not managed well on the clock. And he's just, yeah, he gets tackled out of bounds. You have to slide while you're in bounds there. So a lot of rookie mistakes here on clock management. This is going to give the Ravens a good opportunity to come back if they don't convert here. The Broncos need to convert now. 4th and 5 from 30 seconds left. 4th and 5 from the 15 and wide open on left. But no, they're not ready for it. They're standing still, so it's offline. He's waiting for the chest pass, and he doesn't find it. So they're all nervous. They're not even doing what they're supposed to be doing. And the Ravens have a shot at this. I mean, this is poor management from the Broncos, and now the Ravens are going to be able to drive here. They've got 2 timeouts, and he's burning a lot of clock to get out of bounds over here. He could have just kneed it and called a timeout. 13 seconds left on the clock. They do need a touchdown. So once again, Broncos should have had the game in the bag, but because of poor management on the clock, the Ravens are going to have another shot here, and they're going to go deep, and this is open. And that is caught for the touchdown. That is a knife in the heart of the Broncos. That is tough. However, there are 4 seconds left on the clock. And at the moment, it's a 2-point game. It's not going to matter. They're probably going to need to drive all the way down the field and just get that touchdown. There's probably not enough time. Nice block here. There's not enough time to get somewhere and then kick a field goal. So they're going to have to knee this. They're going to have to knee this, and they're going to have to bomb this down the field. So the Broncos, their own worst enemy, and they take a second. They didn't even call a fair catch. So they took an extra second off the clock. It's time to lock in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Going down the field here. He's going to have to just launch this one down. It's going to be a little bit short. He's caught, but he's tackled. And that is tough. That is tough for the Broncos. Definitely should have won the game. And they fumbled it. They absolutely fumbled the bag with poor clock management. That is so tough. That is so tough. Ravens come out with the W. They never gave up, 31-29, despite giving up, 45 yards in flags and penalties. The Ravens kept on trucking through. Mint on the Broncos with MVP at 23 points. Not enough, though, as the Ravens will be advancing on to the finals of this community tournament. What a game. Now I got to reset that server. Don't go anywhere because we got Washington versus the Bears. I keep forgetting that it's the Bears, honestly. Washington is ready. Chicago is ready. And we're underway here. Winner advances to the finals against the Ravens. They've got a shiny helmet on their team. That's dope. Both of these teams have absolutely crushed it so far. Double rush coming in and jumped over the ball. Interesting choice. Shiny helmet jumps over the ball. 2-4-6-7 versus 2-4-6-8. Double rush here. The blocks aren't getting picked up. Mint's got to get out of there. And a toss down the field. This is a 2v1, 1v1. Intercepted but popped. That's Crunchable on the interception. Crunchable has had a dominant performance here. And a sack here from Washington. Chicago. Mint is not picking up these blocks. I would not be putting him at O-line. Honestly, the way that he just played in the Broncos game, I would definitely be putting Mint at wide receiver, because if he's not going to hit those blocks, then he's not really doing much anyway, so he needs to be down the field. Is that the real Brune? It is. It's Juicy John. That's Juicy John right there. We've got Brune somewhere over there. And Juicy John's team. The rest of Juicy John's team. 2-4-6-7. 2-4-6-8. Juicy John rolling out here. We've got almost double blocks. A little bit of a chip block. And Brune is going to pick up the catch here. 1 yard. Or 10 yards. What did I say? I don't know what I was even trying to say. Number 1? Was he number 1? That might have been it. Yeah, he's number 1. That's what I was trying to say. And a toss into the corner for Crunchable. Not able to come up with it. So, all right, so let's take a look here. We're at the 48. We've got to make sure that they're not blocking past a certain point. Looks like the rush isn't even coming in. They're on the LOS. They're just bullying him on the LOS. Completely legal. Juicy John's going to take all of the gains he wants. Get forward there. Savage trying to call the double block. And see, that is where it gets close, but they're still within 5. Yeah, it's within 5. They're playing it right on the line. They're playing it right on the line. I'm going to keep a close eye on that 5-yard line today. I will be calling Washington for double block if they block anywhere past that 5-yard line. Did you just do an ad? YouTube automatically does the ads. It rolls out differently for everybody. When you get an ad, that is a unique ad to you. Not everybody will see an ad at that time. 2-4-6-7, 2-4-6-8. So Washington opens up the score here. 7-0. 3.5 minutes left. And Mint is still playing at O-line. He's going to get backed up here. And the shiny helmet. Danny Dimes is going to pick that one up. And he's going to get some gains here. 22 yards picked up. That's good enough for the first down. Rolling out, rolling out. There's Mint on some of the blocks. Not really giving too much space, though. And once again, Danny Dimes with the catch here. 10 yards picked up. 2-4-6-7, 2-4-6-8. Gonna roll out here. They're going to end up getting called for double blocks as well. Chicago is also on the line of double blocks. If Mint could actually hit a block, they would get called for double blocks because of how much Danny Dimes is rolling out here. Nope, Danny Dimes did that one fine that time. No double blocking from Chicago. Good chip block. They're going to be pushed way back here. Savage is pushed a mile back. He's going to have to air this one out. 1v1 down the field. Benefit is that the receiver has enough time to catch up to that. But the DB does just moss him in the end. That's Crunchable. Me personally, I would not be throwing anywhere near Crunchable for the entirety of this game. Winner advances to the finals to play against Baltimore. 2-4-6-8, 2-4-6-7. No pressure coming in from Chicago. Juicy John can take this lane. And he's not going to. He's going to air this one out. And that was actually interceptable. The Chicago Bears player should have kept going back. He tried to line himself up with the Washington receivers. Should have lined himself up with the ball instead. Because that should have been an interception going Chicago's way. The PR is there for Chicago. That is deep play from them. They're going to air it out left anyway. This is the only open dime down the field, and he didn't dive for that. That probably should have been a touchdown. He didn't dive for that. Left lane was wide open despite the PR. So look how deep this PR is. So they're going to go with the short route. Smart. Bruni's going to pick up a first down here, 21 yards. Good enough to continue. 2, 4, 6, 8. Juicy John's going to roll out here. Are they just going to bomb mid is the question. And it looks like they are. They're bombing mid because of the PR. They're just going to trust their receivers. And there's Crunchable once again. That's all he needed to do. Oh, solid play. Solid play. Solid play from Crunchable. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. And can they make the extra point? They can. 14-0. Washington. All signs pointing to Washington in the finals against Baltimore. Excuse me. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7. Pressure coming in and 10-yard sack on the play. Great pressure from Washington. It's a triple rush scenario they're dealing with here. They are within the 15. They can block all they want. They can triple block if they want, but it is not good enough. Hahn with the safety here. Washington absolutely cooking the Bears. Savage could not pick that one up. Could not get rid of that ball soon enough. And it is now 16-0. Quite a familiar scoreline. Baltimore starting that last game up 18-0 before Denver started to come back. We'll see if Chicago can answer here, but so far this is not looking good as Crunchable gets 20 yards picked up past the touchback point. So they're going to start this drive from the 45. Is this going to be a handoff here? And it is. And the blocks are in. Are they going to hit stick? Are they going to get through? Nice hit stick on the dive. That's exactly how you want to use the hit stick. And Jared's going to get tackled finally by T Dimes down at the 14. But that was a perfect execution of the hit stick. You want to get those blocks, and then you want to wait for that diving player. Brune's going to try his luck at it now, as there's the blocks. And once that diving player comes in, you truck. And it was great. He did it again just as well, but that second player came in and knocked him out of bounds. So great 2 runs in a row. And here comes Juicy John. He's going to try his luck now, and he's going to get tackled immediately because the handoff was poor. Juicy John not even able to use his truck on that play. 2nd and 24. They're going to go for the pass now. They're going to roll out, and wide open on right is right there. Left is good. It's dimeable, and he's going to go for left. And that is caught and reeled. That looks like Jared. Is it? No, it's Africa. Africa on the catch there. 22-0. Washington is absolutely cooking, and they are not looking back. It's 13 points away from a mercy rule. Could we get a mercy rule here in the semifinals? Yash says GG. Washington make the extra point. Ooh, now it's 12 away. 12 away. How do you join? Click on the Discord link in the description. Bears back on the ball. Can they answer? Can they get a touchdown? Can they figure it out? So far, it has gone not their way, not in the slightest. And they're falling for the bait. This is a left side. Crunchable looking to... Oh, and Loss gets the moss on it. 75 yards. Touchdown. Crunchable's been doing this all tournament long. Watch him go out of bounds back here. He's lurking way past your Loss. And now he comes in. He's going to come in and try to get that interception. But he comes up too far. He comes up way too far. So Crunch just does not figure out how to actually execute that interception. But decent bait plays, been getting plenty of interceptions off of those, and this time it doesn't quite work out. 6-23, great play, and now they're going to go for 2, and wide open in the back, great swat. That's number 32. Let's take a look at who that is. That was Crunchable. Great defensive effort from Crunchable. Great swat, incredible play. to prevent that 2-point conversion from coming through. So 6-23 now as Washington's going to get the ball back. And we are about to move on to the second quarter. Juicy John and the Washington Commanders winning at the moment 23-6. And the winner of this game will advance to the finals against Baltimore. When I get a break here, I will show you guys the bracket right at the end of this first quarter. It looks like they're going to bomb mid here for the end of the quarter. See how this one goes down. How do you join the game? You can't join the game. What are you, silly? This is the semifinals. Intercepted. But he gets bodied out of bounds. Wow, that's incomplete. So Juicy John's going to keep the ball. The Commanders are going to keep the ball here. It's 2nd and 15 to start the second quarter. That's crazy. You cannot join the game. This is the semifinals of a tournament. You can't just walk in and start playing for the semifinal teams. Come on now. And this is deep down the field. It's going to be overthrown. Overthrown. 3rd and 15 coming up here for Washington. Chicago just needs one more stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've got a player out. It's an 8v6 right now. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. Don't know what happened. 1, 2, 3. They lost a player. And nice defensive effort. Mint is there. And he forces the pop. Africa goes for the short catch, short gains. And Mint makes the defensive effort. He's right there in front of him. And here comes, damn, that's a hit stick. 54 yards dropped. Here's that bracket for you once again. The Baltimore Ravens are into the finals, and you're watching Bears versus Commanders right there. Chicago waiting a moment as they're trying to get that 7th player to come back in. It's 6v8 right now, and almost another safety. This is going to be an interception, and this is a GG unless Chicago can get that 7th player back. I don't know who they lost or why they lost him, but they need those players. They need their teammates in the game. Going for that bomb mid. We're looking here. Juicy's just going to keep tossing into the middle. And intercepted once again. So Mint's going to come up clutch for his team on defense once again. But honestly, Juicy John and the Washington Commanders are kind of just playing around with it. I think at any moment Washington could seal the deal here, but they don't want to get too cocky because Chicago might pull out an ace in their sleeve and figure out how to start scoring on this Commanders defense. As Danny Dimes with another short pass here, 7 yards picked up. 4 minutes left to go in the half. Washington will get the ball back at the start of the second half. Hey, Sparkly, would you like to test out your mod abilities? See if they work? Into the left side, Chicago gets the ball. It gets hit stick, but it's good enough for the first down. Sparkly, you ready to use those mod abilities? Sparkly, you ready for it? You ready for it? I'm going to give you some instructions on what to do with that guy. Smoted. What you need to do is go hide that user from this channel. It's basically how you block somebody on YouTube. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Tawfiq. We do not need to see or hear from him ever again. That is one of the bad people. We don't like Tawfiq, and we do not welcome his presence here. So go ahead and use the hide user from channel option. Nice catch here from Danny Dimes. 3rd and 13. He's going to pick up enough to go for it. So it's 4th and 6. 4th and 6. It's good enough to go for it. We're going to have to see how this goes down. Can they convert? The burn isn't quite there. Nice turnaround. Nice comeback from Lost here. Great play from Chicago, and he's going to get some yards here. 16 yards picked up. Good enough for the first down. Okay, he's gone. Good job. Good job. So just be ready for those, because there's going to be people. Every once in a while, we get some more people coming in that don't need to be here. This is going to be more of a throwaway than anything else. Four, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8v6. And, oh no. Oh, double oh no. That's crazy. That should have been an interception. It wasn't. It was a terrible throw. Way over the receiver's head. In middle of the play here. This is dimeable, but no, he's going to take way too long to play it, and he's going to try to go for mint on the short pass, and he's just not going to connect. He's not going to connect, and now it's going to be a forced kick. They could punt it instead, but they want those points, so they're going to go for this kick. They are way outnumbered on this one. 2, 4, 6, 8. Way outnumbered, and that is a missed kick anyway. Domed off the bar. So Juicy John and the Washington Commanders are going to take over from the 35. And they're going to cook down the field. Juicy's just trying to bomb mid once again. Bombing mid, and oh my god, bodied out of bounds. Africa once again actually gets the ball, and then he's bodied out of bounds. Africa's luck is not with him tonight. That is insane. Popped and bodied out of bounds is insane. Juicy John with another toss here. This is low, very low, and Mint's going to come up with another interception. Bad toss from Juicy. Everybody give me an L, Juicy John. And oh, that wasn't even him. Never mind. Never mind. Cancel that. Cancel that. I'm canceled. Cancel all of it. Who was that? Number 1. Is that Brune? I think that was Brune. Brune. L. Brune in the chat. L. Brune QB. Oh, God. L. Savage QB. It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. Triple rush. Damn near grounding. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who did you just TP? L Juicy anyway? Alright. Come on, Wyatt. Use your head. That's not a bot. What's wrong with you? Danny Dimes is frustrated. We can hear Danny Dimes on VC being actively frustrated with his shiny helmet on.
Hey, that was a...
Sounds like Danny Dimes was watching TV at the same time, not going to lie. How do I... Can I get a cam attached to Danny Dimes? You know what would be really great for streaming? Is to be able to attach to players. The script is happening. That's crazy. Considering the way that Denver fumbled, you would almost believe that it was a script. Like... They had... Oh, my God. Is he bodied again? Is that Africa again? There's no way, dude. That is Africa 3 times now. Once popped, twice bodied out of bounds. Absolutely insane. Africa needs a touchdown pass before the end of the day. Unlucky. Unlucky from Africa. And it's a little bit too high of a throw here. Hello. What are you doing? Juicy John. Walking backwards. Bombing mid. Can Africa come up with the ball? Nope. It's Jared. Jared with the catch here. Touchdown Washington. 29-6. 3 seconds left in the half. Winner advances to the finals to play Baltimore. 3 seconds left. Can Chicago get something going here? Because Washington will get the ball back to start the second half. So Chicago, in order to stay alive, really needs to score. before the half here. Nice. Nice fair catch. No time taken off the clock. Here comes the PR from Washington. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8. We're just going to bomb mid. Here comes the rush. Juicy Johnny. Savage, you just got to back up. Savage, you just got to back up. You're going to get sacked. You just got to back up, Savage. There we go. Just toss it high. Let him catch up to it. This is going to be low. As a result, Danny Dimes with a catch, but not enough. Not enough. The pressure's good. The pressure was good. So, gonna have to no chat mint for that. Rule 2. Can't be doing stuff like that, my friend. Cannot be saying stuff like that. Ugh. All right, second half underway, 30-6. The Washington Commanders need just 11 more points. Washington Commanders need 11 more points to get the mercy rule. Seems like that is what we are waiting for at this moment. Winner advances to play Baltimore in the finals. So we are seeing what is good. What is good? Here comes the blocks. All they're doing is bombing. All they are doing is bombing. And is that Jared once again? Jared once again with the catch. 36-6. Sparkly, are you able to run a poll? Are you able to run a poll on YouTube? I think you can. If not, I actually might be able to. Poll. Wait, what? Timestamps. Oh, that's cool. Moderation activity. Whoa. Very cool. Very cool. Engage with your audience. Show your support. Start a poll. Should JJ AA for Chicago to help them out? Start the poll. All right, there's a poll for you guys. Should I do admin abuse to help Chicago out and give them a little bit more of a fighting chance? Looks like everybody's voting yes. 6 votes for yes, 1 vote for no. Should I cheat just a little bit? AA is admin abuse. Basically, I'd give Chicago a faster run. A run speed that's faster is what I would do. I'd give them a little bit of an edge to get down the field faster. Make the game a little bit more interesting. Now, Chicago's about to score here. That's the other thing, is take that into account, as Chicago is about to score in a 6v2. Jesus Christ, that is a throwaway. To the upper deck. Two, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. 37-6. And intercepted by Jared. Are they going to go all the way? I tried, Danny. Oh, I put a space. Pick 6. Is that for game? Is that a mercy rule? That is a mercy rule. I fumbled the AA. I fumbled the AA. So that is game. That is game. Juicy John and the Washington Commanders will advance to the finals to play for Baltimore. Play against Baltimore, sorry. They will play against Baltimore. How do I end this poll now? End the poll. We'll give them a consolation prize. Who is this? Is this Savage? I don't even know who this is. Who is Mooney? Is that Audric? Damn. Oh, that was Audric. Walk speed, Sav, 45. We'll give him 45. Here we go. Here we go, Sav. Get out there. Get out there. Go on, Sav. Go on. Let's see him cook. Let's see him cook. Get in there. There he goes. Can they stop him? No, they can't. They're cooked. They are cooked. Two, 4, 6, maybe 7. And Juicy John's going to start off the game with a 17-yard pickup. You can't join a finals game in a tournament, bud. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Why do people think they can just join a finals game? It's like walking on for the Super Bowl. You can't do that, bro. Short pass here, picked up. Juicy John and the Washington Commanders versus Baltimore Ravens. Here's 0-0 to start. We are on the way. 30 seconds into the game already. Cooking. 2, 4, 6, 8. And Juicy John's going to run this after a pump fake. The blocks are there. He's going to get absolutely bodied. Absolutely bodied. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. Ooh, and they went for the fake pass, the fake run play that they've done. 3rd and 3 here from the 5. Wide open on left for a moment. Yeah, he's still wide open. That's a screen pass, and he should be in for the score. They read that, but then they just abandoned him. I have no idea why they did that. Two, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Can you switch read W? No. You guys have a admin on your team. That is his job. I am not doing all that. My job is to ref and to make sure that the admins are not abusing their power. That's it. That is all my job is to be concerned with. You guys need to deal with the rest. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8v8 doesn't even matter. Doesn't matter who's on which team. You guys are sitting on the bench anyway. This is the finals, guys. Baltimore versus Washington. Washington is Juicy John's team. Already up 7-0. So Baltimore is still trying to figure out who they want to be on the field. And almost double blocks. Gonna have to keep an eye on that one as the interception comes in. Juicy John gets that interception. Really bad pass here from the quarterback. Two, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Illegal touch. Good play. Good reel. But just a little bit too far out of bounds for that one. So not able to bring it back in. 2, 4, 6, 8. Short pass coming in here for Jurai. And that's good enough for a 29-yard touchdown. Could not stop him. Juicy John and the Washington Commanders rolling on through in this finals, 13-0. Baltimore's got to figure it out, and they got to figure it out quick. 2, 4, 6, 8. They have no organization. Meanwhile, Washington clearly has been playing well together this whole tournament. So Baltimore's got to figure out what they want to do. As they get the ball back once again, there's only been a minute and a half into this game, and they're already losing 14-0. H. Nasty says, ads suck. Yes, indeed. But if you subscribe as a member, I think it takes away ads. I'm not sure. I think it does. So there is hope. There is a way to get around it. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Triple rush coming in. This is well beyond the 5. Good. No double blocks coming in. And airing this one out to Arrow. And just a little bit too high. 3rd and 15 coming up from the 25. 2, 4, 6, 8. Double blocks coming in. And a nice pickup here. Baltimore finally going to get some yardage. 17 yards picked up to make a first down. You get no ads as a member? Good to know, Danny. Oh, an XP for Baltimore. Gets the catch. Dives into the end zone. Solid toss there. And is that on Crunchable nonetheless? 32. I think that's Crunchable, who's been locked down defense all tournament long. It was Crunchable. So they're going to make it 7-14. Oh, no. They're going to make it 6-14 because they missed. Wow. So Baltimore on the board here. Exactly what they needed. Got Aiden Rai just joined. Got to check him. Make sure he's good. Aiden Rai is on Washington. Yep, he's good. Clayton. Jesus Christ. How many people are going to join? Baltimore. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2v1 down the field, but this is nice. This is a great throw. And Crunchable immediately redeemed with that burn and a nice dime. Great dime down the field there. Nice play. Crunchable's going to answer immediately. Make it 20-6. Extra point coming. What'd that guy say? I was just reading that comment. I was just getting caught up on that one, and then it disappeared. Who timed him? Can console players join the next one? Everybody's allowed to join the next one. If you are in the Discord server, you are able to join the tournament. It is open to anybody that wants to play. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Uh-oh. 2. Ooh, they had... actually, he went straight to the bench, so I'm okay with that. Airing it out here. And intercepted. Intercepted. By Crunchable. So he's going to redeem himself twice in a row now. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 7. They've got 7 on the field. 7 on the field. It's a 7v8 right now for Washington. Doesn't matter because they're going to pick up the first down anyway. 2, 4. Is that 8? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4. 2, 4, 6. An 8v7 the other way now? What is going on with this benching, dude? So difficult to keep track of this. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. 8v8. We've got an 8v8. A dime down the field coming in. Jared not able to come up with the ball. Washington up 21-6 with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Seeing some wild stuff that the bot caught and wouldn't publish. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, yeah, I saw it. I see it. Yep, I see it. All right, 38 yards picked up for Washington. No hitbox. He's got no hitbox. And a nice line screen here. But Aiden's going to get tackled for a loss here. It's a good effort, but didn't quite come up with it. 2, 4, 6, 8. And a handoff here is good enough as he dives into the end zone, 6 yards for the score. Brune get another touchdown for Washington, and it is falling apart very quickly for Baltimore here, 27-6. Could be a mercy rule for the finals. Thank you, Danny Dimes. And a missed kick. Doinks off the bar. And Pluzo's going to take the knee here. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8v8 as Ham. Who? It's alright, I've checked everybody. Everybody on the team's good. Ham gets dropped on the hit stick. 1st and 15 from the 46. Mutt is backed all the way up, but it's a nice actual short pass here. He's just got to get forward XP, get that first down. 20 yards picked up for the first. Washington just too strong. I think it's more of a case of Baltimore falling apart here in the finals. There doesn't seem to be enough organization on their part. And this is going to be an overthrow. 27-6. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Backed up here. Actual good toss. This is nice. And nice catch there. Well done from Baltimore. That's exactly what they needed. And they're going to go for 2 here, I think. Arrow with the catch. Mutt with the dime. Great pass. Great pass. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, 27-13 as we go into the second quarter after this return. Jared's going to take it out, and the blocks are there. He's going to pick up some good yards, but then he's going to get tackled and actually ends up right at that touchback marker. Grob says, never fear, Grob is here. Why do I have music on again? Who turned that on? Nobody turned that on. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Juicy's going to take some gains here. Going to fumble it out of bounds. Gorb. Gorb indeed for the Ravens. Wanting to play. And left side wide open. Brune's going to take it forward for another first down. Washington moving the sticks. Washington would blow out any team in this tournament. They've had some closer ones, not going to lie. They've had some closer games. I don't think Baltimore was ready. You just said offsides. I don't think I have a good angle on that. We'll have to take a look here. Take a replay. Oh, hang on. Let's let them keep playing. I'll watch the replay on my other screen here. I don't see offsides. Oh, wait, that wasn't that play. That wasn't the right play. Hang on. We'll take a look. Oh, yeah, he was offsides. Was he part of the play, though? He was able to just walk through. Yeah. He didn't have an effect on the play. So there was a bit of offside on that play, but it didn't have an effect on the play. And honestly, is it going to be the difference maker is the question. 34-13. Baltimore needs a little bit more than an offside call to figure out this game. 2-4-6-8. 2-4-6-8. This is going to be grounding. Oh, apparently across the line of scrimmage. 4-6-8. Another dime here and picked up. So Baltimore staying alive. 19-34. We'll see if Baltimore can stick with it. If they can survive until the fourth quarter and then they can start calling 4th and 25s, that would be clutch for them. Two, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Double rush in there. So Juicy John looking to go forward. 34-19. Baltimore can't afford another turnover. Indeed. They need some turnovers. They need a defensive stop here. First and 15. Gonna go to second and 15. 34-19. It's only down by 15 here, so it's certainly doable for Baltimore if they can just lock in. So far, that seems to be what they're doing, although they're not really making any changes. And another touchdown for Washington. This is not what they need. Africa finally gets his touchdown. Been looking for that one since the semifinals. And a missed kick once again. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1 minute, 43 seconds, and there are a lot of Baltimore players. So here's what's interesting is that there's going to be a massive shift in players at halftime. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's not on the field. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Cat, do I call it back? Where were we just now? On the 25. Flag. How do I do this? Baltimore We'll go 50. Flag, ball, 50, TMM. We'll go with TV. Where are we at? Flag, WAS, 4, TMM, TV. Flag, ball, 15, TMM. Was that first down as well? All right, so they had TMM. They had too many players on the field. So regardless of the interception, the flag gets called immediately. So it doesn't matter what went down during the play, the flag gets called immediately. So the whole play had to come back. It's not something that you can accept or deny like in normal football. It's just, hey, did this happen? Okay, straight up, like, you know, if I've got the command ready, it would have happened. Middle throw, but then they intercepted it, so it made it really complicated to go back and turn over and all that nonsense. So Baltimore gets to keep the ball, even though they were the ones with the too many men. So it actually works out for Baltimore to have had 9 people on the field, as they're able to keep the ball here with a minute left. They're going to air this one out, and, oh, the receiver just fumbles, absolutely fumbles the bag, and Crunchable is able to pick it up. Two, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8v8 once again. Short pass coming in to Aiden Rai. 22 yards picked up. 30 seconds left. Baltimore will get the ball back for the second half. So we're going to have to see what goes down here. As a toss goes into the back, and Aiden somehow comes up with that one. That was meant for Han. And Aiden's able to steal that one away. Yep, sure enough. Great play. 46-19. He called fair catch. Oh, my God. He called fair catch, and then he caught it at the 2. That's terrible. That's actually terrible. Big rush coming in, and hit stick. Number 10. This is a new QB for Baltimore. 16 seconds left in the half. Brune trying to call a timeout for Washington. They want to, oh, my God. And he runs out of bounds. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. Did he leave? Did he quit? Oh, he left the game. Oh, he left the game. Oh, he left the game. Crunchable says, ring us. Well, you ain't done yet. You have not gotten through my AA barriers. If you think you've won, just wait. 30 points. Halftime. Oh, I was going to fumble him. He was holding the ball out. I was about to fumble his ass. And that's game. Dude, I was about to fumble his ass. Oh. Mercy rule at the halftime. Who let Baltimore in the final? The Broncos did. The Broncos fumbled the bag. For real. Mercy ruled by halftime for the finals. Insane. Absolutely insane. The Washington Commanders, Juicy John and the Washington Commanders are your community server tournaments, community tournaments champions. Good for them. Good for them. My goodness. My goodness, what a crazy one. That's tough, dude. That's okay, Grob. Your team was going to sub you in at halftime, but you guys didn't even make it to halftime. It's not Baltimore's fault. Baltimore was the second best team, but Juicy formed a god team when everyone else is playing with randoms. Agreed. Agreed. Super Speed FF2. And now Super Slow FF2. Here we go. Can we play at super slow speeds? Slow-mo. What can we cook up? Damn. Damn, we are not catching that one. There's no way, bro. That's tough. Walk speed all. Let's go with another short one. Here we go. Low gravity game. They're moving right along here. Washington 56-19. And a dive there from the Baltimore player. And he's going to, oh, damn. Crunchables going through. And he has scored the touchdown. He is in. We just smoke Mock in the bench. GG, Juicy John. Congratulations on your W. This is actually a pretty good grab. Look how quick they still come down. And the diving's actually pretty funny. Go on, Ozzy, get out there. Oh, what a tackle midair. What a tackle by Jared midair. That's insane. Absolutely insane tackle. Football's all over the field. Oh my goodness, this is too much of a toss. We put the W in Washington. You did indeed, Juicy John. You did indeed. And an immediate sack here. Absolutely teleported in there. Dominated. Dominate. Here he comes over the top ropes, and he swatted that one down. 3rd and 22. He's going to go to 4th down.
Hell, you want a hug or something? Get out of here.
Cam 1829 with the sub to the YouTube. Welcome in. We're playing low grav football here in the finals of the JJ SWAT Community Tournament. Nice tackle midair there. 52 yards lost on that play. Rocking a 3v3. And he misses the tackle. Han's going to run forward here with his ball. He's going to jump and he's going to dive. And can he get tackled midair? Can the Baltimore Ravens catch up to him? I don't think so. They've got to have to dive here to get in there. And Han's going to end up diving forward and get 86-yard touchdown. What a run by Han to get into the end zone. They cannot dive, apparently. Apparently, no diving is present. I'll smite everybody for good measure. And I'll go ahead and get in there. I'll take off ball cam. And I will unbench JJ Infinite. And I will be in here as a neutral player. Going to go ahead and change some stuff up with my football. I wonder if I can even get the ball. You think that's allowed? Who do I score for if I get the ball? Whoa! I'm out of here, folks. Straight to the bench. Spearheading in for the tackle. Whoop. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Somebody get him. Somebody get his ass. He's unstoppable. He can't be stopped. Oh, all right, guys. That's just going to do it. It's going to be a YouTube short? Probably not. I don't have the patience to go through and edit all this out. It's too much work. It's too much work. 2 hours of video for a 30-second video? Nope. Nope. I think not. Jesus Christ. Crushed. All right, guys. That's it. That is all of it. I will. No, I'm ending stream. That is the end of the stream. We are all done here. Okay. Thanks for watching. Congratulations again to Washington, and we'll see you guys on the next stream. Not sure when, but make sure that you join that Discord server because you will be able to play in the next tournament if you do. So we will see you guys in that Discord server. Click the link in the description right now. See you guys over there. Have a good one.